Ray Higdon is a good friend. He's here at this conference. He's the top earner in his company, and he's also an expert inside the internet marketing space. And I asked Ray if he would come up for just a moment and share with you how do you implement these ideas into your organization. What are the dangers of pushing this into your organization, these things at the top of this funnel, and where are the opportunities? So please welcome up Ray Higdon, good friend.
Thank you.
Go get him. Share what you learned.
Awesome. Is this an awesome event or what? So cool. So just curious, I know some of you I know, how many have gotten value from me in the past? And how many have never heard of me? Okay, all right, so a few of you. All right, cool. So I don't have a whole lot of time to get into like philosophy or stuff, but I just want to give you some suggestions because I'm someone that I did reach the top in my company, and I also do use internet marketing, but it's in a pretty distinct way, at least when it comes to instructing my team. And so I'm going to give you real quick in 2 minutes two things. Number one, what you can do if you want to get better at internet marketing and start using the internet. And number two, how to construct that message to your team, which is more important. I absolutely love what David shared up here, because I say the exact same thing. The internet is a seductive mistress, and she is so gorgeous, she's so sexy, that you see her and you're like, ooh, I want to do that, because it's so much easier. Well, understand, and I mean no disrespect, okay, but most people go to the internet out of weakness. Mm-hmm. They go because they're scared to get better at the core principles, at the core fundamentals, okay? And let's just all agree that that is true, right? And so when it comes to you, the most important thing for you to do is if you're going to go down this path, this steep learning curve path, okay? I'm glad I did, but it is a learning curve. The best weapon you can have is a daily routine. It's your best weapon. And understand that if you're in this business because you need to make money, all right? In 2009, I made less than $19,000. I was in foreclosure, and I had 7 of my real estate properties in foreclosure. My wife, back there, wave, she's beautiful, Jessica. You can see how good of a salesman I am, right? But this is a true story. She was working at the makeup counter at Nordstrom to cover my utility bills, okay? Life wasn't so great, okay? And so I needed to make money. And so if you need to make money, then have the highest percentage of your time active prospecting, okay? There's 2 different elements. There's passive marketing, and you can look at, ads, blogging, articles, videos. Passive marketing is what most people like to do because it's nice and easy, and you can eat ice cream while you do it, right? You just sit back and you do whatever. Passive marketing is you do something that you hope an unnamed individual responds to. So I do a blog and someone comments, or someone sees it, or someone reaches out to me. That's passive. I'm not suggesting against that, but don't have that be the majority of your time. Do active prospecting if you need to make money, because that is the faster way. Active prospecting can be Facebook. My wife has sponsored over 50 people from Facebook that she didn't know without using pay-per-click. Active prospecting. That's reaching out to an individual and connecting with them, just like Jordan taught. If you teach your team that and you do that, you will make money. Whether you're great at closing or you have the invite scripts down or not, you will make money if you active prospect. If you passive market, it's probably going to be 6 to 12 months before you start getting leads. For most, it was for me. And so when I started, I needed to dig myself out of debt. And so my goal was to get 20 no's a day, every single day, like clockwork. Rain or shine, didn't matter. And that was Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, BNI, networking groups, restaurants. I'd go to the car wash and they have a wall of business cards. I'd grab every single one of them and call them, right? You can get leads from anywhere. I did active prospecting to get to well over 30,000 to 40,000 a month, actually, before I got my first lead online. Then I started learning that. So in your daily routine, you can create content to help people, and I know Eric will probably talk a little bit about this, but just make sure that you, if you need to make money, spend the majority of your time active prospecting, online or offline. You can build this business online or offline, you just can't do it without the telephone, is what I believe. That's just what I believe, okay? So I'll jump off here. Thank you so much. By the way, let me share one real quick tip, and this is the power of visualization. I met Eric 2 weeks ago in Vegas, and he said, hey, and I've been following his stuff. Everyone needs to follow his stuff, obviously. And his stuff is awesome. I recommend him on my blog all the time. And yeah, absolutely. Value, right? Value. And so, met him in Vegas, didn't even know he was going to be there 2 weeks ago. And he said, hey, come out to my event. I'm like, okay. You know, I mean, we have a pretty crazy schedule, but I'm like, okay. And then as soon as I sat down, I visualized, I'm like, I want to be on that stage. And here I am. You can do that too. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it very much. Do take it with you.